Hello, Facebook land. Hey guys, we are here with our Connecting Grounds staff, and we are going to do an event with just the 5 of us. We have done this conversation the last 3 years. November is Homelessness Awareness Month. And so when we were back on Commercial Street, we had this crazy idea to do a Stories from the Street event. It was the very first public performance of the Springfield Street Choir back then. And we got a chance to hear from a lot of different advocates and kind of some of their stories of doing work on the streets of our community. We also had a chance to hear from a few of our friends with lived experience on the streets. Last year, in the height of COVID, we had to do things a little bit differently. So we did a Facebook Live, much like this one, from the Outreach Center, where we had some individuals who had, again, lived experience on the streets of Springfield share some of their stories. This year, we decided to do something a little bit different. We're still being extra safe and cautious because we still have, those COVID protocols in place, even though our numbers are looking better, which is a great thing in our community. But because of the nature of just the hyper vulnerability of the population that we work with regularly, we want to be extra careful for ourselves, but also extra careful for them to really protect them from getting sick, not just with COVID, but the flu and everything else that's this time of year. So we are going to have a conversation with just the 5 of us tonight. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow some of the messages that we have received over the last few months to kind of speak and be a voice for the experience on our streets right now. And then we're each going to kind of talk and share a little bit about just some of our different perspectives. We each own and kind of operate in very different capacities at the Connecting Ground. So I'd like to start there if I can. And I'm going to start over here with you, Holly, and I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself, tell us who you are, and kind of describe your role a little bit at the Connecting Grounds. Describe what, some regular things that you are doing, how you're engaging with people often looks like.